Hello, and welcome to Lecture 6 about intergroup contact and secondary transfer effects, finding from the literature and from this project study. In this lecture, we will move beyond the effect of direct intergroup contact and focus on how contact can produce broader change in attitudes toward multiple groups. Specifically, we will introduce the concept of secondary transfer effect. In the previous lecture, we saw that positive contact between people from different groups, for example, students of different nationalities, can reduce prejudice and increase mutual understanding. Researchers have discovered something even more powerful. These positive effects can spread beyond the group directly involved in the contact situation. And this process is called the secondary transfer effect of contact, when a positive experience with one group, called primary outgroup, also improves our attitudes toward other groups, secondary outgroups. For example, positive contact with immigrants may lead to more positive attitudes not only toward immigrants, but also toward other minority groups, such as ethnic minority or LGBTQ people. This means that intergroup contact has the potential to produce wider social change, influencing attitudes toward groups that were never directly involved in the original interaction. A substantial body of research has provided evidence for this secondary transfer effect across different contexts and populations. For example, studies conducted in several European countries and in the United States show that people who have positive contact with one minority group tend to express more positive attitudes toward other minority groups as well. For instance, individuals who report positive contact with immigrants often shows more favorable attitudes toward other marginalized groups. Importantly, this secondary transfer effect has been observed in a wide range of settings, including school, workplace, and neighbors. It has been found among children, adolescents, and adults, suggesting that this is a robust and generalizable phenomenon. It works both for people who belong to majority group, such as locals in a host country, and for minority group members, like international students. But how intergroup contact effects generalize to other groups? Positive intergroup contact can change the way people see the world. When individuals have a positive experience with someone from a different background, they often become more open and less defensive in their perception of their groups. In other words, one positive relationships can broaden perspective beyond the original group involved. This process is known as attitude generalization. The positive evaluation that develops through contact with one outgroup member can spread to how people think and feel about other groups more generally. It is as if a single positive experience opens a door. It challenges existing assumptions, reduces rigid group boundaries, and makes people more willing to connect with others. As a result, attitudes toward unfamiliar group can become more positive, even in the absence of direct contact. In our project on the inclusion and well-being of Ukrainian students, we tested the secondary transfer effect originating from positive and negative contact between Ukrainian international students and the host population, that is, Croatians, Italians, Romanians, and Turks. We expected a stronger effect of the positive than negative contact on attitudes toward the host countries. These positive attitudes will be transferred to other European countries.